Hey guys, welcome back to the channel
and welcome back to, sorry I just took over then, welcome back to the Lake District, and I think we've saved the best till last.
Yes we have, we've come to Wast Water, which I think is the less visited of some of the lakes because it's kind of over on the west side, which is not as populated, but it's absolutely stunning. I think we've been saying this all the last vlog, but this is the icing on the cake. It's a beautiful drive to get here. You've got these sheer mountain cliff faces dropping down straight to the lake shore.
It's just so much more remote as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It reminds, we've been saying since we got here, it reminds us of like Norway or Scandinavia or Switzerland or Austria or something, somewhere really epic, and you think, is this actually in the UK?
So yeah, we are so sport with the weather today, can't believe it. Right at the end of November, and look at it, it's blue skies, we've got sunshine. It's the best day that we've had so far down here by the lakes. And the water is just amazing. Oh, if only we brought our sup boards with us, we would be out there because it's just so calm and so clear and just absolutely lovely. So we will continue our epic drive now. Where to next, my love?
Just the end of the lake. So we've just come to the car park at the end of the lake, and it's the starting point for the Scafell Pike hike. I think that's what it is. I've only just heard of this hike, and I've only just got there and read the sign, but yeah, it's one of the big hikes of the Lake Districts, 5 to 6 hours to the summit and back. So it's kind of an all-day thing, especially in the winter.
You'd have to get here at first light, wouldn't you, to do there and back and have a picnic at the top or whatever.
But it looks pretty amazing. I mean, we're just doing like a drive around the Lake District on this trip. I think this is my favourite lake, and this hike would be awesome. You got some money, darling? Sorry? You got some money for the toilet?
Hey.
Yeah, we are definitely coming back to the Lake District because we've been blown away by what we've seen so far, especially when the sun comes out. It's incredible. Just not enough time to proper go exploring all the waterfalls and the hikes.
Don't we?
Yeah, we're not lazy. We're not lazy. It's just time, innit? Time's against us, as always. That is it. Can't take any more stunning views. It's hard to, I just have to keep pulling over on the side of the road and getting the drone up or taking photographs or something.
It all gets a bit overwhelming. Does anyone else have this problem when they're in a stunning location? It's like, we don't know what to do, where to go, how long to stay there. Should we go for a walk? Should we do this? Do you know what I mean?
Does anyone else have that? It sends me a bit crazy, to be honest.
We just have to try and relax and enjoy the moment of where we are, and not get FOMO. The fear of missing out, that there'll be something
or the fear
nice
of FOMOs, the fear of missing that shot.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, should you drone, all that sort of thing. Yeah, so I think, you know, when the bad weather comes and it rains, it's a kind of a relief.
Well, this is the thing, because we travel, this is the second year we've come to the UK in the winter time, and you only get short days. It's good for us because the short days means, you know, you can just...
Means we've got less time filming and more time editing, which works for us.
Yeah, so anyways, we will continue now kind of southwest, if you like. Is that right?
This could be the last lake, or we might just dip our toes in another one. Not literally, because they're freezing. But,
but this is definitely our favourite lake so far, what we've seen, and we've drove through quite a lot. If you've seen the last vlog, yeah, this one's just
definitely
stunning.
just out there.
So Nick and I were just saying that another good thing, great thing about Wast Water Lake is there's lots of little parking bays for 3 or 4 cars all dotted along the lake, and it's actually free parking, whereas the other lakes that we visited, most of those are all like pay. So here's quite good that you can go off kayaking or surfboarding or go for a hike, and yeah, you don't have to pay extortionate prices to do so just for parking up. Bit of a steep one, love?
Bit of a steep one, but he's alright. Again, this is quite a wild, remote area. We're taking this tiny roads rather than the main road to get through to the next and final lake. But yeah, beautiful. But in the summer, this would be completely green. Now it's this lovely, like, orange auburn colour.
We heard a bit of a noise, a bit of a funny noise from under the bonnet. I think it's the air intake hose. Yeah. Makes quite a vibration. That's what it is. Nothing to worry about.
Get a little bit of string back on and we'll be good to go. Good job.
We just tie that there to stop it from vibrating against that. It's not ideal, but...
We're not getting a new van just yet, alright? Before you say anything else, one thing leads to another, the air intake, we're not getting a new van yet.
Not quite yet, anyway. He's a noisy bugger, isn't he? So what's happening, my love?
I hate it when we're just driving along listening for little sounds, thinking, should that sound be there? Have we always heard that sound? Is that sound new? Is the diff playing, you know, going funny? Don't know, I'm sure it's fine, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, the brakes are a little bit soft in places, but that's nothing to worry about. I'm just driving intelligently anyway, we'll get that sorted later. Onwards.
We might be being paranoid.
We may be being paranoid. I mean, it's been fine until like yesterday evening, and then today.
You sort of start thinking something like, is that a weird sound, or I don't know. And we have just gone like up and down, really bumpy, slowing down, and going. You know, the road's been dodgy, so now we're going to get back onto a sort of better road. And
I don't think. Yeah, we're not going to head. We were going to go to Lake Coniston, but I think we've done quite a few lakes now. We're just going to scoot round the edge of the Lake District, and then we might just go up the shores of Windermere, back to Kendal.
See how we feel. We're just kind of going with the flow, aren't we? We're living right in the moment here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Every few minutes, right, what now? Was that a sound? Was that a dodgy sound with the van? Are the brakes working all right?
It's like a roller coaster, isn't it? Not the drive, I mean van life.
All right then, well, onwards. Can I just add that it's gone quite sort of miserable and overcast and cold, and looks like it's going to rain again. So anyway, let's keep going. Try and find somewhere nice to park up for the night, I guess. morning, guys.
Good morning, guys. We are feeling a bit more positive today because the sun's come out. We've got a bit of blue sky.
We're trying our best to not think about that the van might be, bad. Yeah. We're trying not to think about it.
It wasn't a very nice drive to get here. We're hearing this sound again.
It's not us being paranoid. There's definitely a sound, but we're not going to think about it right now, are we?
We're going to look at the positives. We found ourselves a lovely little park up. We're just on the shores, pretty much on the shores of Lake Windermere. Windmere? Windmere. You've never heard of that one. On Lake Windermere. Down a little quiet country road. There's loads of posh 5-star spa hotels just up the road.
I think there's just one. I don't know if there's loads.
Oh, it's massive. It's a massive one then.
It is a massive
one. Really nice area. Thought we'd best not park outside there, so we found ourselves a little sort of quiet road to come down right next to the river. Well, we thought it was a quiet road. Last night we parked up, we were on our own, another van joined us, and then this morning,
first thing this
car
morning,
after car after car. This seems to be like the kayaking capital of the Lake District.
Yeah,
there's so many
kayakers this morning.
Because there's a really fast flowing river about 5 metres away.
Do you know what happened last night? I got really paranoid because I checked the weather forecast at like 11 o'clock and it said heavy rain was due, and we're just like parked across the road, and I was like, you don't think it's going to flood, do you? And I got really paranoid. We didn't move, we stayed here. Nick checked the flood warnings and you said,
and there was no flood.
Right.
I was a little bit worried, to be fair, but Sarah was like, should we move up the hill? And I was like, no, we can't.
I'm glad we didn't, because it was a good spot and the river didn't actually look any different from last night to what it does this morning, so it was absolutely fine. But yes, so we're trying to be positive, aren't we, about the whole situation.
We're not going to worry about the van. The sun's shining. We're going to move on shortly. We're going to be positive and we're going to smile. And
guys, that brings us on to the sponsor of this video, which is Smile. Now, Smile are on a serious mission to put a smile on people's faces.
Smile are basically replacing plastic tubes of toothpaste with these fantastic little toothpaste tabs, which are made from 100% natural ingredients. And look how cool that bottle is. How much better does that look on the shelf
than your traditional, you know? It looks so much better, and they're great for the van as well. We really like using them. We're using them for a couple of months now. It makes it more fun. You just pop one of those in your mouth, you clean your teeth, you wish your mouth out afterwards, and then you wish smile. It out.
All the packaging is sustainable. The refills are in little paper bags. You put those tabs in the glass bottles, so you're just getting rid of all the plastic tubes.
Guys, if you're interested in smiling just like us, we've got a fantastic discount code for you to use. You can give these a go. We'll leave everything you need in the description box below. That was a rhyme. That was quite cool.
So guys, we're all dressed and ready to hit the road again.
Yes.
We're a little bit worried about the van.
A bit nervous, as we mentioned.
So we've decided we're not going to head back into the Lake District National Park. We're just on the outskirts now.
We're saving it because we will be coming back to this area, won't we?
Yeah.
You know, with all the kayakers going this morning, it made us think, oh, that would be so good to do something like that. We know where all the kind of the best spots are-ish now, don't we?
We've done quite a few lakes of this district,
in this vlog and obviously the last vlog, and it's just been amazing. So we're going to carry on to our next destination and just keep our fingers crossed that little old Vince behaves himself today. Feeling a bit more positive.
It always seems better in the morning. It always seems better when you wake up and the sun's shining.
So let's hit the road and see how we go, my love.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's full. Absolutely full to the brim. A little low, isn't it? How are we doing, my love?
Very nervous. The brakes seem to be okay so far today, but this sound, when we're accelerating, it sounds alright. Fifth. Okay, it's not doing it now, but when we're going down the hill, it was not totally happy. I mean, we've just driven from, obviously we drove from Dover, hear that? Obviously we drove from Dover to Bristol, fine. Bristol to my folks in the Midlands, fine. We drove over to Wales, and then from there up to the Lake District, all been fine. Then yesterday, the day before evening, it was not right.
Yeah, we just I don't know, just something doesn't sound quite right, we think.
Can you hear that? Accelerating, okay, off.
sounds like a little bit of a loud woo type thing.
We love Vinny, but I'm getting over just listening for sounds the whole time. Especially after paying out all the money we did to get him back on the road.
Yeah, we paid out over £1,000. Obviously to get the work done, what you've seen in Dover and stuff, and now
exit the roundabout onto A590.
Anyway, let's see how we go. Yorkshire.
You have arrived.
Oh, we made it. We made it. Oh gosh. You know when they say it's all about the journey, not the destination. That's not the case for us. We need to get to the destination. The journey's...
So it is all about the journey.
Oh yeah, it all of a sudden isn't so pleasurable because you're just listening out for sounds.
So basically we're in North Yorkshire now. We just done about, like, I don't know, 45 minutes drive or something in North Yorkshire. We've just arrived in the town of Ingleton.
There's a waterfall trail that goes pretty much from the town, and then there's a quite impressive viaduct or aqueduct a little bit further up. There's lots of things to see in this area. I don't know what we'll see at the moment because we don't want to drive too far, but yeah.
Play it by ear. And there's also a campsite here, so we might go and check out that little campsite.
Because I need a shower.
I thought you were going to say something else, beginning with shh then. Okay. Yes, so the weather is absolutely horrendous, actually. It's raining so heavy, completely grey. It feels like it's dark and it's only about 3 o'clock. We have decided we're going to go down to the campsite because we both would absolutely love a hot shower. But then we're first going back to Co-op because then we also would really love a glass of wine after the stresses of little old Vinster. So wine and then campsite. So we'll see you at the campsite in a minute. It's exciting, darling. Our first campsite.
Look at this, our first campsite. Tenner a night. What more could you want? 5-minute walk into town.
Looks lovely, doesn't it?
This place is incredible. £10, including everything, including electric, including TV hookup. So we can get all the channels for the football. We've got a shower block behind us. Hot showers, toilets. There's even a little dog wash station. 5 minutes walk into town. We've pretty much got the whole place to ourselves because it's all static caravans. Haven't seen anyone around at the moment. We're 2 minutes walk from the waterfall trail that we wanted to do. Aqueduct up there, nice views, river flowing past here. I mean, all that for a tenner. Happy?
Oh, very happy. I think we just needed this little boost, you know, find a nice little campsite after like being worried about the van on the drive and stuff. Oh, it's nice. Such a nice man as well, who we just very briefly met because it was peeing it down a rain.
Nice Yorkshire man.
Yeah.
So reasonable, so reasonable.
And it's a lovely little village as well, what we've just seen going around. Hopefully we'll get a bit better weather so we can enjoy the waterfalls walk and stuff like that. Yeah,
happy
so
days.
very, very happy.
And footy tomorrow.
And the football tomorrow. Nick's so happy we've got like a TV aerial plug-in, so it's going to be a perfect picture for the World Cup. I'm really happy as well. Come on, England!
Now to get this van tidied up and into camping mode. Go on, love, I'm going down the pub.
Good morning, guys, and you join us doing a bit of a spring clean, although we're very far away from spring, aren't we? Yeah, just giving the van a really good clean before we leave the campsite. It's done nothing but been miserable weather since we arrived. This was so bad. Hardly left the van. In fact, it was a good job staying at a campsite at power and stuff because it's just been crazy. But today we've got a bit of sunshine, so we are leaving today. nervously leaving, but we'll talk to you guys about that shortly once we've kind of given the van a go over and got ready to go.
So guys, that's the van all sorted, ready to hit the road again. A very nervous journey coming up now. It's been nice to not have to worry about driving, and as it's been bad weather, it's been nice to have electricity with the heater on. So it's been nice and toasty in the van. We've had hot showers, lovely hot showers here.
Yeah.
But we haven't been able to explore anywhere. Lovely little town, this Ingleton. We're just on the edge of the Yorkshire Dales. Did loads of research. There's a aqueduct further up, a huge aqueduct. There's caves, there's a waterfall trail here, like a 5-mile trail, and mountains, loads of stuff to explore, but we don't feel we can just go off exploring.
Basically, Nick and I had a big chat yesterday afternoon off camera about our situation with the van, with Vinny, and yeah, look, there's something not quite right. We know that. We tried to convince ourselves that we were being paranoid and it's all okay, but
right, the brakes aren't perfect, bit hard at times.
Yeah.
So it was a stressful drive to get here.
I had a total blinking meltdown, let's face it. I tell you what the feeling's like. It's like that feeling when you feel like you've lost your purse, or you've lost your dog. Okay, not as extreme as you've lost your dog. Obviously for us that would be absolutely, completely the end of our world. But it's like that horrible feeling in your gut that something bad's going to happen. That's how I feel. That's how I felt driving to drive to here,
you
like
just
from
said
the
you
lakes.
don't feel safe in Vinny
Don't
anymore.
really feel. I didn't at the no, and it's a horrible feeling, you know, that we're gonna just suddenly break down again and stuff like that. And I don't want to, you don't want to feel like that. And it was just like quite sort of terrifying for me, actually. Nick was obviously positive as always and saying, oh, it's okay and things like that, but it's not okay.
It's not what we want anymore, we love Vinny, he's part of the family, and it's heartbreaking to be thinking about this. But we don't want to be driving along and listening out for noises all the time. We want to just have a relax and enjoy the journey, which the last couple of days hasn't been that. He was fine until a couple of days ago. We drove up from Dover to Bristol, Bristol to the Midlands, up to Wales.
And he seemed totally fine,
good.
but then the last couple of days there's something not right, and we know that the van's getting old, and even if the axle was fine, and we said that we would look into buying a new van, getting ourselves sorted next year once we get back home to Spain.
Now the journey back to Spain, 2,500 kilometers, seems
really
impossible. Seems like a very nightmare journey. So I don't know whether we would make it as it stands now.
So anyways, we'll try and be quite quick here, but so we've actually spoken to someone who we think can have a look at the van. He's nearer to Birmingham. We're obviously in North Yorkshire. We are going to drive down to Nick's sister's today, who lives about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. Fingers crossed the van is okay to get there. Then hopefully we can go and see someone who will have another look at the van. Waiting for him to reply back to us, actually, and then
well, I think we are going to have to start looking for a new van.
I think he's safe. I don't want people to worry. The brakes are working and everything. We've checked all the brake oil,
fluid and
brake
stuff,
fluid and things like that. But we just think that we might need to start having a look for a new van rather than wait until we get back down to Spain. If it's a possibility of us picking up something, getting a van here in the UK.
Left-hand drive it has to be.
Or left-hand drive. We've actually found a company near Birmingham that deals with left-hand drive vehicles, and I think they kind of deal with people like us who would maybe buy a vehicle here and then import it into Europe. It has to be left-hand drive for us to be able to do that. The sliding door needs to be on the right side. You can't take a right-hand drive and import it into Spain, because for a start the sliding door's on that side. It's just you can't do it with a camper van. And other things as well.
So if anyone's got any knows of any dealerships that specialise in left-hand drives, or if you've got a left-hand drive that
or you have any information or any advice for us regarding that, please can you get in contact via email. We'll just leave the email address on screen now, or any of our email addresses. I think we should look for something else while we're here. I don't know if we want to take Vince all that way back.
So sad though, because Vinny's part of the family, isn't he? We've been on, you know, over 5 years we've had him now. We've been on so many epic adventures.
I can't even
He's a
think
little
about
trooper.
not having the van. Do you know what I mean? Like not like getting a new van. Like obviously it would be great for us to get a new van, and it was the plan for next year. But I don't know. Obviously we've just paid out over £1,000.
Yeah, it wasn't free. We did have to pay for all that
in Dover for the work that we've had done.
I don't know. We'll see anyway, guys. But yeah, if you've got any links or advice or leads that we can follow up to start looking into left-hand drive van, please send us an email. Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We always are.
Keep your fingers crossed for us, guys. What we'll do is we'll just, you know, sort of pick up the next week's vlog straight away, if that makes sense. So we'll take you on this journey as we leave now. Not the best not the best end to the vlog today.
So yeah, take care, guys, and we will take care as well. Make sure you're following us on our other socials, Instagram, Facebook and TikTok, and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us.
Yeah.
And we shall see you.
We'll see you all next Thursday, and hopefully it's going to be better than we're expecting, thinking. Don't know.
Take care. See you next week.
Guys, before we go, just on a little positive note, we did put our Christmas decorations up in the van. We've got some tinsel, we've got some lights, so you know, it's not all bad, is it? That's making us feel a little bit more positive about things.
I think we need to take that snowflake down.
What do you think, Charlie?
Yeah, yeah.